Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Uncle Lewis O'Brien, Aboriginal Elder of the Kaurna people, and his delightful niece Tameeka Chantrelle to the stage to provide a welcome to country.
Marabachanga, Kaurna Bida, Wangari, Mani to Putli Gani Atana. Naibiriko, Mankalankala, Tandanya, Leonaku. Nature Yugandalia, Nature Yakandalia, Padne Adlu Wadu.
On behalf of the Kaurna people, I welcome you all to Kaurna country. I do this as an ambassador of the Adelaide Plains people. My brothers, my sisters, let's walk together in harmony.
Thank you very much, Uncle Lewis and Tameeka. I would now like to introduce Dr. Neil McGoran, Chief Executive of the SACE Board of South Australia. Please join me in welcoming Dr. McGoran.
Thank you, Pam. Your Excellency, the Honourable Hugh Van Lay, Governor of South Australia. Mrs Lay, the Honourable Susan Close, Minister for Education and Child Development. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, our highest achieving students from 2015. Welcome to the 2016 SACE Merit Ceremony. Students, today is a celebration of your success. After all, during 2015, in addition to participating in many community activities, you demonstrated the capabilities that are at the very heart of the SACE. You undertook research, you applied new learning, you explored a range of important social, ethical and cultural issues. And I might add, you completed at least one test or assignment for every week of the school year. You managed all of that and you achieved excellence along the way. Congratulations. This is your special day. Please enjoy it. I'd now like to invite Mr. Robert Debelle, the Deputy Presiding Member of the SACE Board, to address us. Please welcome Mr. Debelle.
Your Excellency, the Honourable Hugh Van Lay, Governor of South Australia, and Mrs Lay, the Honourable Susan Close, Minister for Education and Child Development, also representing today the Honourable Jay Weatherill, our Premier of South Australia. Leading and principals from our three school sectors, distinguished guests, and importantly, the young people here today with their families and friends, our graduates from 2015. I welcome you all to the SACE Merit Ceremony to celebrate the outstanding achievements of students in the 2015 year of study. This event is made possible through the generosity of His Excellency, the Governor, who has welcomed us into the grounds of Government House today. I thank His Excellency for continuing the 28-year tradition of SACE Merit Ceremonies taking place on these grounds and for agreeing to officiate at this event. As Deputy Presiding Member of the SACE Board, I'm proud to be associated with this tradition and see it continue here today. In each of this event's 28 years, young people have emerged from the gates of Government House along a path to become our state's leading lights. The class of 2015 is part of a special milestone as it represents the fifth group of students to complete the updated SACE that we introduced in 2011. More than 68,000 students have successfully completed the SACE qualification, which is more rigorous than the previous certificate. Through this SACE, both excellence and equity have improved. More students are achieving merits, many more students are going on to tertiary study, and historic rises in achievement have been recorded amongst disadvantaged groups. Today's ceremony program recognises student achievement in a range of disciplines, The program reflects the breadth of study available in the SACE, which in turn reflects the diversity of interests and aspirations of our young people. This celebration of excellence would not be possible without the assistance of many people and many organisations who have enthusiastically supported education in South Australia. We are honoured that a number of distinguished guest presenters have accepted our invitation to present merit certificates in each of the learning area marquees today. I would like to take this opportunity to thank these guest presenters, and I provide a brief outline of their significant contributions. Merit certificates in the arts learning area will be presented by Academy Award-winning filmmaker Tony Clark. Tony is the director and co-founder of Rising Sun Pictures and has worked on movies including Pirates of the Caribbean, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. ABC News senior journalist and news presenter Emma Rivelato will present the merit certificates in the English and languages learning area. Emma has worked in a range of newsroom roles in Adelaide in both television and radio. Jessica Trengrove, bronze medalist at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games in marathon, will present merit certificates in the health and physical education learning area. Jess has qualified to compete at the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio and represented Australia at the 2012 Olympic Games in London. Director of Engineers Without Borders, Dr. Julian O'Shea, will present the merit certificates in mathematics. Julian is working with engineers, researchers and designers to deliver technological solutions to improve life in some of the world's poorest countries. Professor Craig Simmons, the 2015 South Australian Scientist of the Year, will present the sciences and cross-disciplinary merits. Professor Simmons is recognised for major national and international contributions to groundwater science, education and policy reform. He is the Director of the National Centre for Groundwater Research and Training at Flinders University. Scott Bucock will present the merit certificates for the research project in association with Craig. Scott is the inventor of the Heggs clothes peg, an international award-winning innovation that has won several design awards and successfully pitched for investment through Channel 10's program Shark Tank. His company was the winner of the Telstra South Australian Business of the Year in 2015. Rita Excel, a qualified civil engineer, will also present certificates for the research project. Rita is the Regional Manager of ARRB Group and the Australian Driverless Vehicle Initiative. Now, there are two changes in our guest presenters due to unavoidable circumstances this morning. Dr. Jill Hicks, South Australian of the Year in 2015, and Steve Barrett, the Managing Director of McGoran, are unable to attend today. And my colleagues on the SACE Board members will present the merits in their place. I would also like to thank our sponsors for their ongoing support for this celebration: the Adelaide City Council, Bank SA, Nippy's Fruit Juices, Santos and the St John Ambulance. A special thanks to the Brighton Secondary School, Playford International College, Emmanuel College, Marriotteville High School and Woodville High School, whose students have so kindly provided the musical backdrop to our celebration. I would also like to thank all of those who continue to contribute to the organisation of the SACE Merit Ceremony, particularly the staff of Government House and my colleagues from the SACE Board who are assisting us today. And so now briefly, before we move into today's ceremony, I want to share with you a quick story. I think it is relevant. I was privileged to be chatting to an astronaut last week at the International Space University program at the University of South Australia. He told me the story of his first NASA flight aboard Columbia. And shortly after blast-off, and it doesn't take very much time. They were already into their first orbit, and that meant time to get to work. His team leader called the crew together and finished his briefing by saying this: "There are two things I want from you, and I want these to be front of mind. One, we are aboard the most expensive, most elaborate piece of engineering ever assembled, and we have access to the most sophisticated equipment and the most powerful computers in the world. And you are among the brightest engineers. So why shouldn't we have fun up here? And secondly, I will personally deal with anyone who leaves the toilet in a mess." So there's a simple message there that I think works at the terrestrial level as well. First, work should be fun. Make it enjoyable. There's no room for grizzlers. What's the point if you're not enjoying what you do? And the second point is you look after your workmates.